Hi, thanks for joining this class today. This is day 4. We've been working up to a balancing sequence. Today we'll kind of get into some of those balances. It'll be a strong vinyasa flow. We work slowly through it just to warm the body up and then just build from there. We're going to start seated on the back of the mat with a breath technique called Kapalabhati, skull shining breath technique. So if you want to join me in any seat that's comfortable for you, we'll begin. So first off, let's just get our awareness centered here. Let's begin to slow down the mind, slow down the breath. Maybe build a little bit more energy with that breath. Maybe add a little bit more vigor to yourself. Allow the mind to become steady and still. Letting go of the thoughts and what's to come. Here in yoga, we practice movement by movement. This awareness, this mentality of the presence will manifest off the mat into day by day, moment by moment. We're not stagnant. We're moving, changing, and evolving. We find rest as well as we find challenge. Both of those together fight for the balance that we exist in. So in this practice, we're going to challenge both of those aspects. We're going to find ourselves in rest. And we're going to find ourselves in challenge. And we'll be building up into a practice of balance. So let us be aware of those qualities. Let's begin with the breath technique, skull shining. We're going to inhale fully. Exhale quickly out of the nose. Belly sucks in. Inhale. Pull the belly out. Exhale. Suck the belly in. Inhale, expand the belly out. Exhale, suck the belly in. Continue doing that at a fast pace. Should be as if you're going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Really exaggerating the movement of the stomach as you do so. Bringing your attention towards the center brow of the head. Use the belly to help pump the air, expand, suck in, expand, retract, expand, retract. Slowing down. Inhale to the top and retain the breath. Hold. Feel the body expanding. The mind should be light. Thoughts dissipating from you. Slowly, with control, exhaling. Inhaling, we're coming back to steady breath movement. Observe the body. Together, let's reach our hands to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, uncross the legs, stretch them out in front of you. Coming into staff pose. Dhanurasana. Let's do a gentle forward fold over those hamstrings. Be very gentle here. We've yet to warm the body up and work through. I like to twist my spine side to side, releasing any tension that was held there within the seated position. Alright, releasing that, we're going to come up into yogi squat. Plant the feet, point the toes out to the sides of the mat. Palms come together. Use the elbows, broaden the legs. You can come up onto your toes, lifting the heels if that makes it easier for you. Or perhaps maybe just stay seated on your knees in hero's pose or something similar to that. Finding where you are and what you're capable of doing and working from that place forward. Together we find ourselves coming down into tabletop position. Let's stretch one leg out, rock the heels side to side. Really allow the tension of the legs to be released here. Maybe switching sides on the feet, stretching the other leg out long. Rocking the heels side to side, exaggerating that hip movement. Mentally preparing for a vinyasa flow. Let's warm the wrists up slightly before we begin. Fingertips point out to the sides of the mat. We're going to rock our torso side to side, pressing into the fingertips as the press of the palm bounces us back and forth. Allowing the entirety of the palm to remain planted. Let's come to center. Hips come back, and then we rock forward. Fingertips are still pointing towards the sides of the mat. Switching this direction, fingertips point towards the back of the mat. Palms stay planted. We begin to stretch through the forearms, broaden the shoulders, lift the chin, hips sit back upon the heels. Fingertips facing the front of the mat. Let's take one wrist, bring the back side of the palm upon the mat. And then as it reaches and it's completely planted, we begin to stretch through that right arm, stretching out the back side of that right wrist. If you feel comfortable doing so, you can do this on both sides at the same time. But here I'm being gentle on my wrists, being cautious. If you're with me doing one side, we're going to switch sides. Take the back side of the left palm planted on the mat, bending the elbow first, and then beginning to straighten out through that left arm. Recognize here that we're finding a little bit of rest, reflecting back on the Kapalabhati breath technique we had been doing. There it might have been very energizing. Here we're coming back down to a more still place. Should be a common theme throughout this flow today. I'm going to release that stretch. Let's sit back on the heels, shake out the wrists. We're going to come back into tabletop position. From here, legs are going back. We find ourselves in plank pose. Hold, strengthen the body. Here we go, finding ourselves now challenging our core, challenging our upper body, as well as when we stretch through those heels, maybe the thighs lift up and the legs begin to become more engaged. Now you are finding your entire body more challenged. We press it into the palms. We're stretching through those heels. The biceps are facing each other. From here, we're going to lower down really slowly. Engage in the upper body. Begin to warm up that side. Without touching the ground, we're coming straight back up. Hold for just another moment. Challenging that strength here. We're going to do that one more time. Lower down slowly towards the mat. Elbows hug the sides of the body. Without touching the ground, we're coming back up to plank position. From here, we're going to drop the knees, come back, child's pose, toes touch on the back. Stretch through the arms. Here we find that resting state. Notice how it feels to be engaged and then also to let go. It's that dance of balance. Coming back up into tabletop position. Knees lift, plank pose. We're going to do one more of those drop downs. Elbows bend. We engage the core. Upper body is strong. Shoulders are engaged. We hover above the ground. Press through the palms. Coming back up, plank pose. From here, hips lift. We're coming into downward facing dog, where we begin to warm up the spine. We roll through. We come into plank pose. The hands are strong. We're engaging the shoulders, protecting that group of muscles. Hips come back up. We're in downward facing dog. We're rolling through the spine back to plank. We're going to roll back and forth a few times here. Warming up the shoulders, getting into the work of the spine, strengthening the arms. Notice the rotation of the shoulder, how the biceps begin to turn inwards as the hips reach up, and how they begin to turn outwards just slightly as we roll forward. Try to keep that external rotation limited. as the biceps face each other. They maintain that face as we roll forward. A couple more times here, just warming up the spine. Alright, let's all meet downward facing dog. Take an inhale, big exhale. We begin to walk our feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Press through the feet, bend the knees, coming up to standing. Exhale, palms to heart center. Observing the body here. Notice how we've been through pretty much an entire sequence, touching every area of the body. Notice how much more loose it is in this moment. We'll now begin to build from what we have just done, adding challenge as well as rest. Reaching to the sky, inhale. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Plant the hands, feet go back. Plank pose, chaturanga, we lower down. You could come into cobra or upward facing dog. We all meet downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, parallel that shin with the ground, three-legged dog. Left knee comes towards the chest. We plant the left foot between the hands, coming up crescent pose. Reach through the fingertips, press strong into the feet, open up that right front hip. The core is engaged, the hips begin to drop lower. We stretch long and tall through the spine. The ribs are not falling out, they're tucked in and down. Open the arms wide, broaden the shoulders, open the chest to the sky. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, we frame the left foot, we're lowering down. Left foot meets right foot. Retain the breath, chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, upward facing or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Take a moment just to find that rest. We'll take a breath here. And then we lift the right foot off the mat, three-legged dog. Right knee comes towards the chest. We plant the right foot between the hands. We're coming up crescent pose. Notice the balance, the working of the upper body and how we're working now the lower body. The challenge that is then switched from one side to the other, the rest being given to the opposite force. Open the arms out wide. We're taking a large inhale, reaching our heart to the sky. Exhale, we're coming down, we're framing that right foot with our palms. Right foot comes back, plank pose. Retain the breath, exhale, chaturanga. Coming into upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing work, we just did both sides. From here, we're going to walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, press through the feet. We're coming up. Hands touch overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take a moment to observe the body. Amazing. From here we flow. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Step one leg back, then the other. Plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left foot up off the mat, three-legged dog. Left foot comes between the hands, plant it. Right heel drops down, coming up. Warrior one. Hold here for a few moments. Slowing down the flow. Broaden the arms, open the chest, reach the heart to the sky. Test the balance by looking up and bending backwards. Palms come down, we're framing that left foot. Right heel shoots to the sky. Left foot meets right, plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Right foot comes up off the mat, three-legged dog. We bring the right knee through, plant the right foot down, left heel drops towards the mat. We come up, warrior one. Find the steady breath. Find the strong plant of the feet. Left leg is going down towards the ground, spiraling outward. Right knee's up and over that right foot. We open up the hands, broaden the chest, lift the chin, maybe gaze up and bend back slightly, testing the balance. The feet are planted strong. We come down, we frame the right foot. Left heel lifts up, right foot goes back, plank pose. Hold, exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward dog. Take a breath here, hold this position just for another moment. The next exhale, we will begin to walk our feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees slightly, press through the feet. Coming up, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Maybe close the eyes here as we take a moment just to observe. Maybe the body's feeling a little bit more loose, a little bit more warm. The breath might be more intense. Begin to slow it down, find an equilibrium. Peaceful state of mind. Continuing the flow, we reach up, inhale. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Retain the breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bring the left knee towards the chest. Left foot plants. Drop the right heel. Coming up, warrior one. Open the hands wide, warrior two. Broaden the shoulders, reach the hands, lift from the core. Tuck the pelvis, lift the neck long. From here, we're going to reach the left hand out, nice and long, and then begin to drop the left hand down towards the mat. Side angle pose, reaching the right arm up and overhead. From here, twist the right hand, bring the back side of the palm to the outside of the left hip. We're going to scoot the right foot coming in closer. We're coming into half moon. Left hand plants in front of the left foot. Bring the right leg up and off the mat. Stretch long through the spine. Crown of the head is pushing forward. Left hand can be slightly towards the left side of the left foot, not directly in front. Lift that right leg a little higher. One more inhale here. Exhale, right foot comes down, meets the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, press through the feet, reach up to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take a moment to observe. Reaching the hands tall to the sky. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Feet go back. Find yourselves in plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath. Lift the right leg up off the mat. Bring the right knee towards the chest. Plant the right foot down. Left heel drops. Warrior one, other side. Opening up. Warrior two. Find that stillness. Preparing mentally for the balance ahead. Before going into it, recognize the steadiness of the breath. Maybe focus your attention there before entering into the posture, noticing how it will change. So reach the arm forward, bending the torso over the right thigh, dropping the right hand, left hand up and over side angle. Bringing the back side of that right left palm to the right hip. Scoot the left foot in slightly. Begin to come up and forward half moon. You can lift that left hand towards straight if that helps you. Really press out long through that left foot. Finding that breath, remembering it's still there. Take one more inhale. Then bring the left foot down to meet the right, coming into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, press through the feet, coming up. Fingers touch. Exhale, palms to heart center. Observe. It's good work. We just finished the flow. Begin to wind down the practice from here. From standing, we'll be coming into a tree variation. So facing the front of the mat, we'll take our left foot. You could bring the heel towards the inside of that left calf. You can stay there. We'll begin to bring the right foot up higher, finding tree pose. You do not want the right sole of the foot upon the knee. Palms can come together, or you could reach the hands towards the sky. Really open that right knee out towards the side. Finding length through the sides of the body. Maybe closing the eyes, challenging the balance of the posture. Palms come down, heart center. Take a hold of the right foot, bring it down to the ground. Find ourselves in mountain pose just for a moment. From here, we're going to switch sides, begin to turn the left knee out. Left heel comes to right calf. And if you feel you can do so, bringing that left sole of the foot up higher upon that right leg. Opening up that left knee, strong and steady through the right leg. Really try not to hyperextend that right leg. Maybe keep a slight bend. Growing tall and sinking deep. In these balancing poses, they become more of a relaxation after having worked the foundation. So if you did that foundation class we had yesterday, ideally from building on that, we find that these postures are a lot more fluid, simple, or a lot easier to maintain. Finding a restful state in them, we can find ourselves more in that meditative mind. Palms come down to heart center. Releasing the left foot, we meet mountain pose, top of the mat. Coming towards the end of the practice, let's reach our hands to the sky. Exhale, hips drop low towards the ground. As they meet the mat, we scoot them back towards the middle. Let's stretch our legs out long in front of us, finding that staff pose we had in the beginning. Recognizing how it feels now. Let's reach tall through the spine and then fold forward over those legs. Recognize how much more easy that is after having worked through those muscle groups. Here we'll hold this just for a little bit longer than we did at the beginning of the practice, allowing ourselves to work more deeply into the stretch, maybe even challenging yourself into that pain for a little bit. Almost there. Allow the mind to slow down. Allow the body to find rest. Allow the breath to slow. And the body to release any tension. Coming back up to staff pose. Stretch long and tall through the spine. From here, we're going to lower down. Final spinal twist. Taking whatever variation suits you. You could bring the knee over to one side. Maybe just simply let the knees drop together to one side. Or you can join me by crossing one leg over the other. Begin to drop them over to one side. Stretching long through the spine. Noticing how now our body has almost fully adjusted from the intensity of the practice down to the simplicity of rest. You could find sometimes that our minds may trick us into believing that the intensity, the challenge might last forever. But then the rest almost comes too soon. So it is almost a great thing to allow yourself to remove aspects of your mind that hold you back from being present in the challenge. It's coming out of that twist. Whatever variation you did, begin to find yourself there on the other side. And how much sweeter is that rest after the challenge? Knowing that you have given your effort. as it's been depleted, so have you. Bringing the knees back towards center. Maybe rock them slightly side to side, just balancing out the spine after twisting to that one side. From here, we're coming into corpse pose. Our final meditation. Allow your legs to stretch out long, the hands go limp to your sides. Take one more final breath here, and then release control. Can awaken the body by moving the fingertips, deepening the breath. Maybe curling the toes. Bring the knees to a fold. Roll over to our sides. Bring ourselves up to a final seat. Taking your time just to find this moment at the end. To retain the thoughts, the wisdom that you learned through the practice. Let them sink deeply into your soul, into your mind, so that as you leave the mat, you'll begin to live off the mat with the intentions that you have found on the mat. I thank you for coming and joining me today in this practice. I wish you balance within your day. Namaste.